The conference college basketball season's just around the corner. For these two teams tonight, a final non-conference showdown. Yellow Jackets of Georgia Tech, the Wildcats of Kentucky from Freedom Hall in Louisville. Hi again, everybody. I'm Brad Nessler with Dick Vitale. This is a Kentucky team, Dick, that we saw a couple weeks ago wasn't ranked for the first time in forever. Now 4 straight wins. We saw them against Michigan State, and they're starting to look like Kentucky again.
Well, you know, Brad, two things they've done well. They've defended well and rebounded well. And when you do that, you got a chance to win. And they've been doing that exceptionally well. And McGloire has been playing great on the inside, giving them post presence. They changed their lineup. They went to a smaller lineup, and it's been very effective. And
the lineup for Georgia Tech and Bobby Cremins looks like this tonight. Their lineup has twin towers, but Alvin Jones is battling the flu. We'll see how long he can go. Collier, their leading scorer, number 2 in the conference. Floyd, Akins, and Fine round out the starting 5 for Bobby Cremins. For Tubby Smith and the Wildcats of Kentucky, Bogans and Smith in the backcourt, Allison and Prince up front, and Jamal McGloire, who Dick just talked about, SEC Player of the Week. 4 of his last 5 games have been double-doubles, including a career-high 21 points in their most recent win in the Sugar Bowl Classic over Missouri.
It's going to be interesting to see some matchups tonight because the small lineup really could be a problem against the size of Georgia Tech.
Jones and McGloire set to get it underway. John Clockerty will throw it. And from Freedom Hall in Louisville, we're underway.
It's a big game for Georgia Tech. I really believe when you look at Georgia Tech, this is one of those must games getting ready for the conference schedule.
They lost to Kansas. They lost to Stanford in overtime in a game we did. They played Michigan close, and they lost in a tip-in at the buzzer to their arch rivals, the Georgia Bulldogs. And they come in with a 7-4 record.
They got to get it done with their starters. All 5 averaging double figures.
Akins tries a 3 and missed it. Rebound comes off to Keith Bogans. Bogans going to take it all the way himself. And got his own miss.
He's added that dimension to the team since starting.
Prince for 3 off the back of the iron, and Sean Fine clears off the rebound. Fine coming off his finest game, if you will.
Knocked in 6 threes against Lafayette. This will not be Lafayette out here tonight.
This will be no laugher either. McGloire, nice job fronting Jones, knocks it away.
That's certainly not knocking the kids at Lafayette, not on scholarship. Just look at Bobby Cremins right now. His 19th season at Georgia Tech.
Only win against Kentucky was a game we did at the Omni, as a matter of fact, December 21st of '91. And Georgia Tech turns it over.
And that's one of their problems, turning the basketball over on the perimeter.
Bogans working on Fine out on the wing, one-on-one.
Bogans a very strong driver. He's added that dimension to the club.
McGloire, that's where he's been shooting well from the free throw line, and this time it's a jump shot.
I'll tell you, McGloire, really confidence, booming. As you said earlier, Brad, 4 of the last 5 games, double-doubles. Only had 5 in his entire career coming into this year.
Here's Floyd, off balance on the baseline, just inside the 3-point line. Jason Floyd, Georgia Tech would love to see him get off early. He's a streaky shooter.
Yeah, very streaky. He had a big start against Stanford.
Here's Prince again for 3. Didn't get the roll, and the rebound off to Jason Collier.
Collier and Jones give a lot of size inside and some versatility.
And Floyd, just what I was talking about. If you get him going early, he can hurt you, and he drops in a 3.
Yeah, Jason gets into that unbelievable rhythm that he has. He loves playing back at home where he
really
puts
does.
on big numbers.
Alexander Memorial Coliseum, he shoots about 4% and about 4 points per game better, and much better from outside the 3-point line.
Man-to-man defense right now. Alvin Jones playing against McGloire.
Crossover dribble. Bogans crossed himself up a little bit.
Collier playing against Prince. Prince should have a little bit of quickness for him on the perimeter, taking Collier away from the basket.
7 on the shot clock. Going to try to go over Collier and dies.
Yeah, 1-on-1. I think that matchup really creates problems for Bobby Cremins. I don't think Collier can come out and play him on the open floor.
Likewise, you'll see Collier take it outside and hit from outside the 3-point line, too. Good shooter for a big guy. Here's Fine. He's going to try one. Rebound, still loose. Prince comes up with a loose ball. Got Saul Smith coming down the flank. He'll pull up. Too strong, but Prince is there.
Prince with the rebound gives him that versatility. Hey, we were teasing Saul Smith before the game. We said, hey, you better show up on time. He said, I was a little late for dinner, didn't make the bus, and my dad sat me down to start the game against, in their last game against Missouri.
J.P. Blevins made his first career start in that game and made the most of it. Had a 13-point game. Here's Collier with a little left-hand hook.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to match up with Collier on the interior. I think they'll put McGloire on Collier and let Alvin Jones rotate over on the other situation because basically I don't think they can check him.
Bogans drops in a 3.
Yeah, Bogan's giving him that perimeter shot as well as the ability to take it to the basket.
Cats back in front by a deuce.
See, now McGlure is checking Alvin Jones right here. And I don't think Prince can check Collier. I think they got to switch that.
There comes a triple team, and they jumped right into a loose ball. Now Akins trying to leave it in the lane, throws it away. His second turnover.
Yeah, made a mistake, was hanging up in the air.
McGlure on the side.
Hello, McGlure running the court. Jam City.
Kentucky by 4. He has really come on in this last 3 weeks.
They really changed their whole complexion personality-wise in that second half against Louisville.
Collier will try a 3. Got it. Oh, and Jones goes down hard with McGlure.
Collier showing that range we talked about, shooting 41% from out on the trifecta.
Wide open shot for Allison. And the rebound, Alvin Jones, who was laid off the floor on one end, comes down and gets a rebound on the other.
See, that's been one of the problems for Kentucky, shooting the perimeter 3, shooting 27% for the season.
As a team, they've only had one game over 50% from the floor, and that was the Louisville game. McGlure blocked the shot.
But I don't understand offensively, Brad. I'll tell you, maybe I'm wrong. But you've got to rotate with Prince checking Collier. He's got to go to the box inside.
Yep.
He's got to go to the box. Forget about the perimeter.
And another collision, McGlure and Jones.
And you and I saw it over in Georgia when we saw him post up against Stanford. He was very effective.
That's right. Tubby in his 3rd season. This is his 275th game as the head coach.
Look at those numbers, 71 and 17.
Not bad, huh?
Wow.
His Cats lead by 1. Not quite 5 minutes in. Kentucky by 1.
See, we take a look right here. Look where he's playing. Outside the three-point line, checking on Prince. Prince is going to take advantage with his speed and quickness out here, one-on-one. He's bringing his 7-footer out to the perimeter in that matchup. He's exposing him. But see, now on the other end, I would expose Prince by going to the low block inside with Jason Collier.
Last time Collier touched it, it was a three-pointer, and he made it. Prince out right now, and Jules Kamara has checked in to the Kentucky lineup. So is J.P. Blevins.
That's where I give the edge to Kentucky, the bench. Their bench is a little deeper than Georgia Tech.
Stone's also in the lineup for the Cats. Kickball, fresh 35.
Georgia Tech's got to win the game with their starters. Their starters have to really have a positive night. You know, you and I talked about, Brad, how we thought it was a big game for Kentucky to beat Michigan State at home.
Right.
This is a big game for Georgia Tech.
Kamara, another big guy taking the outside shot. Collier's all alone for the rebound. Akins pushing it to Jason Floyd. Now Tony Akins for 3. And Akins off to a cold start from the floor.
They got a little more patience offensively.
Blevins, good outside shooter.
I'll tell you, he's earning PT, baby. He's earning playing time.
Drops a 3 in, and it's Kentucky by 4 again.
As my partner said a little bit earlier, he had 13 in that start against Missouri, getting a lot of confidence.
We saw him scrap all over the floor against Michigan State. Was really one of the guys that helped get them back in to win that thing.
Oh, yeah, he was a major factor because they looked like they were going to get put away in that game.
Alvin Jones all alone. They're not going to touch him out there that far away from the basket. Entry pass, and Akins has thrown 3 poor passes now into the paint. He comes up with a loose ball.
Not getting the good angle for the entry. You got to get good angles to make passing entries to the post. He's the key to this basketball team. Georgia Tech's had a history of great point guards.
Floyd's going to drive and have it blocked by Kamara. Outlet to Bogans on the run. He'll take it and got it.
He's got good medium range jump shooting ability, and he's very strong physically. It was really set up by the block shot by Jules Kamara.
And now it's a 6-point Kentucky lead. Floyd around a pick at the top of the circle. Got a 3. Nope, just inside the 3-point line.
Jason Floyd did a great job moving without the basketball. Set his guy up, utilizing the screen with the little curl move.
7 for Jason Floyd. He's kept Georgia Tech in the ballgame here in the early going. Here's Stone on the drive. Had it partially blocked by Jones. And then Kamara drops it home.
Nice combination that you could come off the bench with. Kamara and Mr. Stone.
2 more guys around the 6'11" range.
Stone was really effective earlier this year and then lost a lot of playing time because McGlure kept getting better and better.
Fine. Nice feed inside to Collier.
That's where he's got to go. That's where he can be really effective. He's got a versatile game. He's got to want to go to the interior. Nice fade. Oh,
Mara, the leave, and a walk.
Johnny Clockney with the call, but it was a good fade. Jules says, oh, I got him up in the air. Freeze it right here. See right here? He gets the ball inside. He's got good baseline move. He's got the inside, got the nice little jump hook. Good post move. Now we're going to take a look at the curl move right here. We're going to see, freeze it. See, he uses the screen right here, comes off, and that baby's going home. NBN, nothing but nylon. Jason Floyd.
Just inside that three-point line. Now T.J. Vines into the Georgia Tech lineup at point guard. Also, Clarence Moore has checked in for the Yellow Jackets, a freshman out of Louisiana.
Vines not been able to get any shots against the Kentucky defense.
They're so quick, you got to create something. He's going to try to create one there. A little bit short on the three.
He knocked down 6 in his last game against Lafayette. We certainly weren't down playing Lafayette. They got a good basketball team, but non-scholarship, the Patriot League.
Kamara with the left hand.
He wants playing time. He lost some playing time, got a little bit down, and that's the quickest way to win your coach's heart. Just go out and play and perform.
He had a block shot, a nice outlet pass, a little left-handed hook there. One on the baseline. 4 points for Kamara off the bench. It's a 6-point Kentucky lead. Under 12 minutes first half. Brad Nessler, Dick Vitale, free them all in Louisville. Moore. Nice rebound by Floyd.
I tell you, Jason Floyd really playing hard, playing with a lot of passion.
Playing like he does at Alexander Memorial Coliseum.
Look at Bobby Cremins. Right now in a little struggling situation. Some rumors are circulating around at Georgia Tech that he has to get this team to a tournament.
There's another nice hook shot on the baseline. This one's by Marvin Stone.
Marvin Stone showed his ability inside. And a look at Tubby Smith. National championship in his first year as a coach.
Floyd to Moore. A little bit too much.
Moore, a very athletic player. They really like his future.
He was open. It just wasn't a good pass on the lob.
You know, when I said first year as a coach, I meant at Kentucky.
Right.
Certainly was a great success at Tulsa and Georgia.
11:07 to go first half. The Cats in front by 6.
Starts Friday, January 14th.
Kentucky by 6 with 11:07 to go in this one. Tomorrow on ESPN2, college basketball doubleheader starting at 7. Number 15 Maryland takes on North Carolina State. Then at 9, number 18 Ohio State, number 17 Illinois will hook up in a Big Ten matchup. ESPN.com, part of the Go Network, Go.com. That Maryland, North Carolina State, a couple pretty good players in that one coming up tomorrow night, Dick.
Wow. Mr. Terrence Morris, one of the best in America, and Kenny Inge coming back from an injury. Herb Sendik's club's only lost 1 game.
That's right.
I'll tell you one thing now, you start to have all these big battles. I know you and I can't wait to go to Auburn for Kentucky and Auburn. I talked to their staff today. They said the Cliff Dwellers are waiting for us, baby.
Yeah, that is a happening place right now.
Yeah, I can't wait to go down. I haven't been there in years.
Off to their best start since the 60s. We'll be down there next Tuesday night. Blevins, Prince, Tackett, Stone, and Kamara still on the floor for Kentucky. Kamara that time short-armed it a little bit.
Yeah, he did. He tried to make a little follow-through there, working on his shot, but he had a little jump shot in the lane. Tubby Smith's starting to get good, positive play from the bench.
Kentucky's 10 of 17 from the floor so far tonight.
You know what impressed me about Tubby? He never panicked when they were 4-4.
Right.
People calling him radio talk shows. He just believed in his kids, and eventually they bounced back and got themselves a winning streak.
Prince for 3.
Yes, sir. He stepped up. The Compton Comet from Compton, California.
And the lead swells to 9. Kentucky's schedule also one of the toughest in the country. The RPI ratings have it 3rd in the nation so far. They played some tough competition with the SEC just around the corner.
Well, that's the way you get ready for SEC action, playing the kind of people they have played.
Vines feeds the post to Collier. The left-handed hook. That's what Dick has been talking about since the opening tip of the ballgame.
I tell you, I really believe you and I have seen him twice now. He's very effective in that box. He's got great touch. Playing the zone right now. Came out of the man-to-man. Playing a little zone defense. That's a
Stone. Nice feed on the baseline to Kamara.
Some big gaps in that zone. I was just simply saying they got some big gaps, and they attacked it with the high-low entry.
Lead is 9 again.
Always have a chance to win, Brad, when you guard the way they guard. They come after you.
Stone Charlie Akins has not had a good first 10 minutes in this basketball game either. And as Dick said, your point guard better be playing well against Kentucky.
Especially in college basketball. You can't win any longer big time without great point guard play.
TJ Vines misses the outside jumper, and Prince clears off the board. Nice feed ahead to Tackett underneath.
Got to convert that layup. They beat Georgia Tech down the floor.
Jason Floyd trying to beat Kamara down the floor. The follow by Clarence Moore is good.
There's Clarence Moore with that athletic ability to run and jump and quickness. And good hustling by the diaper dandy.
He's going to have to play more tonight, too, because John Babel, normally their 6th or 7th man, is going to be out about a week with strained muscle in his thigh.
Yeah, we got that information from Allison. She's right on top of it.
There's the scoring of Floyd and Collier. They've done all the work, and TJ Vines just adds his name to the list.
TJ wide open, capitalizes on the opportunity.
There's Babel.
There's brother plays for Mass. Hey, congratulations to Michael Finn going to the ACC office. Playing SID from out of Georgia Tech.
My good buddy of a long time going to the ACC offices, and we'll miss him in Atlanta, but we wish him the very best with his new job. Here's Moore underneath, and a great feed from Vines.
I'll tell you, Moore running the court. Kentucky a little slow in transition defensively. And Georgia Tech right there, knocking on the door now.
Back to within 2 as we approach 8 minutes. TJ Vines has sort of lit up the Georgia Tech backcourt a little bit. Outside jumper doesn't go for Tackett. The man they call Mole clears it off. Georgia Tech can tie this up.
Bobby Crimmins going to the zone. Good adjustment.
Collier turned around. He was closer to the basket, or farther away, maybe it was, than he thought he was, and wasn't even close with that shot.
See, against the zone, you're going to get wide open shots on the wing. They got to knock them down. Guys like Tackett are going to be wide open.
Georgia Tech, though, in the midst of a 7-point run in the last 2.5 minutes against Kentucky, made it a 2-point ball game. Far cry from the last time we did these two teams when it was 25-2. Last year in Atlanta. Remember that game?
Yeah, we're looking at Phil. We had your daughter Risa. We had everybody on Stephon Marbury with his gold chains.
Floyd.
Not a good shot right
Air
there.
ball. And clock stop with 7:17 remaining in the first half. Bobby Crimmins upset with that shot, but he can't be upset with his comeback by his Yellow Jackets. They're within 2.
What do you want to see? When do you want to see it? See. Why wouldn't you get it?
ESPN.
A very even game, a very clean game. There's been 1 foul in this one so far. Kentucky leads by 2. And Kamara's done a nice job off the bench, Dick.
Yeah, he really has, Brad. They went to the zone, and when they went to the zone, watch him line up here. He's going to rotate. He's going to rotate in here, a little high-low, and they got the big gap of the zone. Watch Stone now. He'll step up, freeze it. See, right here. Now they got this guy hung up. It's 1 against, right here. 2 now against 1, and they'll get the layup out of it. They'll dump it inside, and there it is, and they get the layup. But that's the only score they've been able to really get against that zone. Good move by Bobby Crimmins going to the bench.
Both teams shooting 50%. Very few turnovers. As I mentioned, there's been 1 foul in the first 13 minutes. There you see the rebounding edge to Kentucky slightly, and only 2 turnovers for the Wildcats. That's pretty clean basketball. And I alluded to the fact that last year, Kentucky routed Georgia Tech 80-39. Wow. One of the ugliest games we ever seen. It was 25-2 at one point early in that game. And like Dick said, we were doing just about everything to keep ourselves interested. This one's much better. McGlory underneath. Trying to get his own rebound, and Sean Fine sneaks it away from him.
McGlory got a cut on his knee. That's why he went out a little bit earlier.
Akins for the lead. Georgia Tech in front.
He's shooting 41% from that 3-point line. Tony Akins this year.
Georgia Tech 10 straight points.
They're in that zone, playing very active in the zone, going to make Kentucky play on a perimeter.
Prince kicks it back out, and Bogans will try to give Kentucky the lead back. Nice job by Tayshaun Prince, keeping it alive.
He's got that size. 6'7" as a guard, gives you an extra rebounder.
McGlory squares up. They move it around, and Prince will try a triple. Got it.
They're going to get open shots against it. They're going to have to make those count from the perimeter, packing the gap.
That's his spot, too. He likes to spot up right there on that left wing out deep. And he puts Kentucky back in front by 2.
Certainly not a superstar, Tayshaun Prince, but a very good player.
Right, their leading scorer. And Jones loses it inside. 4th Georgia Tech turnover. Bogans going the other way, and TJ Vines fouled him en route.
Bogan's so strong. I guess my definition is superstar, Brad. When I look at a Kentucky uniform, I think of a great set of play there. The Antoine Walkers, the Ron Mercers, Derek Anderson. That's superstar ability.
This is the first time either team has been to the free throw line tonight. With 6 minutes remaining in the first half, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, fast game. Wow. You're talking about last year's game. I mean, we were desperate as Bogans makes the free throw. With Phillip, we got Stephon Marbury. We're talking about everything but the game.
Yeah, there wasn't much to talk about. This one's been well played by both teams. And an important game for both teams as they look at conference play beginning this weekend. Georgia Tech will be with Virginia, and Kentucky's got Vanderbilt.
And Stephon really motivated Duke in that game. And they took his chatter and they put it on their bulletin board. He said that Kentucky would beat them.
Fine. Likewise, like Floyd is a streaky shooter, and he's off to an 0 for 4 streak to start. Georgia Tech back-to-back turnovers just when they had taken the lead.
And he had come off that game, we said, when he had the big game against Lafayette, who I talked earlier about the Patriot League. In fact, John Feinstein, noted writer, has done a phenomenal job with many of books, is traveling, doing a book about life in the Patriot League where those kids play with a tremendous love for playing because they're not on scholarship.
Feinstein does more traveling for entire years than anybody I've ever met.
The league consists of Lafayette, Lehigh, Army, Navy.
Here's Bogans free on the baseline. Rimmed out on him. McGlure keeps it alive and scores inside.
I'll tell you, he's becoming active inside, and he's helping himself in terms of making himself a little bit better available in the eyes of some of the NBA scouts.
Last year, of course, he said he was going to go and then changed his mind a couple weeks left before the final decision, and I think it was a very good choice by him.
No doubt about it. How can he think about going to the NBA when he can average 5 points a game in college?
Yep.
I mean, come on, let's be real. And he was real. I wish his buddy Nazi Muhammad would have stayed in school. I've said that so many times. I see the kid sitting on a pine night in and night out. He would have been a star last year here.
7 on the shot clock. Akins against Saul Smith. Gives it over to Moore. And there was a whistle as that 3 drops in.
The whistle was before the 3. Should not count the 3. I thought I heard the whistle prior to the 3.
McGlure is the guilty party of the foul. He and Jones have banged it pretty well down there.
He's got to control his emotions, Brad. That's his biggest problem so far in college. He has a tendency, you don't need that bump right there. You don't need that bump away from the ball. Catch him there with a right elbow.
And so the foul. Georgia Tech will keep it on the baseline, trailing by 5, 4:44 remaining.
You and I had him we had him in a Michigan State game when he got a 7 technical of his career, which is an all-time record at Kentucky, a record you don't want.
He came over to us after the game, and you chastised him for that, and he said, I was just trying to brace my fall. We looked at him like, yeah, right.
I mean, they would have been proud of that. Hulk Hogan and the gang would have been proud of that.
They're going to count that basket there.
Wow, they counted the goal.
And so Georgia Tech gets a 5-point trip down court.
5-point play. I thought I heard the whistle prior to the release of the shot.
What a huge trip down court. We're tied up at 33. Momentarily tied up. Bogans changes that.
I like Bogans. I really like Bogans. I like Joseph Forte. Both guys played at DeMatha. Both guys played for a phenomenal coach in Morgan Wooten. Definitely belongs in the Hall of Fame from out of DeMatha.
Bogans chose Kentucky over North Carolina, Michigan, and UConn. Other noted programs.
Could have went anywhere he wanted.
Fine. Still can't find it. Saul Smith, nice rebound around Alvin Jones, and he took a shot in the head. And now Jones and McGlure are talking at midcourt.
Yeah, McGlure talking in his face.
Jones and McGlure, somebody better get in there.
Yes,
the official better get there right now.
Sir. We may have a heavyweight battle right out here. We may have a Tyson Holyfield out here.
I can't believe that John Clockerty, Tom Lopes, and Carl Hess, none of them saw that going on. I was about ready to throw a pen out there just to get their attention. They were getting ready to rumble right in the midcourt circle.
Let me ask you one question. Why is always McGlure involved whenever there's a situation like that in Kentucky's play? Could it be everybody else is wrong?
Yeah.
Could it be everybody else?
I think he was trying to defend his point guard, Saul Smith, who he thought got a cheap shot from Alvin Jones. And McGlure's going to come out. Tubby Smith obviously recognized it. He's going to sit him and cool him a little.
Yeah, that's been a concern to Tubby. He took him out. Good move by Tubby.
So, as they say, no harm, I guess, no foul. But it's Kentucky leading by 3. Stone trying to drive on Jones. A little bit off balance. Jason Collier clears it off to Tony Akins.
At times you look at Tony Akins and you think you're looking at Travis Best at times.
Not that time.
Not
tonight, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, not tonight. Look the way he's passed the basketball. I guess because of the similarity with size and left-handed.
3:42 to go in the half. Kentucky leads by 3.
Reese Davis, Jay Billis with you in the studio. Conference play hitting high gear. And Jay, that means the return of Mateen Cleaves, Michigan State taking on Penn State.
Going for the three-peat of Big Ten titles. They get back their leader, but more importantly, everybody else gets to move back to their natural positions.
And coming up at halftime, we'll let you know how Mateen's doing in that game. But first, we've got to go back for the rest of the first half. Kentucky and Georgia Tech. Brad and Dick.
All right, Reese and Jay, thanks, guys. 36-33 here with 3:42 remaining in the first half. Don't forget, coming up, our nightcap tonight, number 7 Duke against Virginia. Preseason All-ACC pick Shane Battier leads Duke in that matchup. Dan Schulman and Dan Bonner. Dan Squared, they'll be there to bring it to you. ESPN.com, part of the Go Network, Go.com. That's our ACC battle following this one. It's been a good game.
Yeah, it's been a very good game. They came back, went to that zone defense. We got Alabama and Duke in the studio with Reese and with Jay Billis. I'll put my money on Duke in that one-on-one. Sorry, Reese. I'll put my money on Billis taking you to the hole.
Reese has got to stay outside that three-point line. 36-33. Kentucky with a lead and the ball. Kamara stays in there. McGlure stays on the bench.
Got to get good spacing against that zone. Got to use the skip pass or the post entry and look opposite.
Well, Smith had a look. Now Kamara from the elbow. Missed it. And flying in there's Prince. Almost scored underneath. And they're going to call a foul down low.
Did a great job, Prince, attacking the offensive boards. Really showed some aggressiveness. His high school has a superstar. Remember this name, Tyson Chandler. The 7-footer comes from the same high school as Mr. Prince, Dominguez, and I guarantee Kentucky will be involved.
They'll be in the hunt. That foul, by the way, was on Kamara. He's a wide-open Jason Floyd. Boy, that's the best look he's had all night, and he missed it. Jones underneath. Missed a jam.
Hasn't been able to score yet tonight, Big Alvin.
That is his biggest problem. There's talk about him maybe going to the NBA.
Wow,
He's a good defensive player, but he is not a scorer by any stretch.
Not ready for the NBA, Mr. Nessler.
I agree, but I'm just telling you what the word is.
Well, he better think about that decision.
Collier double team. Fine gets a look. Got it.
That was nice two-man play. Fine got a chance to square his body. Came in with a big reputation on a Stonehill where he was a regional All-American at the Division II level.
Our third tie of the ball game at 36, and now Stone's over Jones back.
It always amazes me when I hear about guys like Jones thinking about the NBA when they're just absolutely not ready. As we're going to see, two-man play. Freeze it, freeze it. See how he draws a double team here, and he's going to kick it right back out. He's wide open. There's the kick out, and there's the jump shot. I mean, we can understand when guys leave that are like Elton Brand, top 5, but you can't dominate in college.
Jones throws it away. Hogan's coming the other way. Has the height advantage on Akins. Missed the shot. Got it back. And finds Kamara. The ball is hot right now. Good job by Alvin Jones. Knocked it off Kamara's noggin and out of bounds.
Good call right there. Excellent call by, right now, Mr. Hess made a great call on that play. Carl Hess.
Alvin Jones playing through the flu. Hadn't practiced all week. We got our third tie of the ball game with 2:09 remaining first half.
So
I had fun. So I'll call you.
Yeah, okay.
Well, hey. Next time I'll remember to bring enough cash for both of us.
Next time, use the Visa check card instead of cash. It's fast, easy, and accepted everywhere Visa is. So you can get what you need and get on with life.
Hey, Michael, John here. I'm hanging out, having a beer. How come you don't come down? Man, I'm doing the same thing as you. Why don't you come over here? I mean, the Miller Lite is ice cold and so smooth. Oh, come on, man. From where I'm sitting, the Miller Lite tastes great. Yeah, but the women are prettier over here. Trust me on this. I find that very hard to believe.
And you guys call yourselves detectives.
Miller Lite. Taste the true Pilsner.
You know, we're kind of off duty right now. You know.
Hi.
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 Hello? Yes.
Yes, Larry, I got your facts. And, you know, I had some interesting ideas about that very proposal. I was thinking,
There's a lot of Kentucky blue in this building tonight. They're home away from home, Freedom Hall in Louisville. Brad Nessler and Dick Vitale. Good game.
Wow.
36
Wait a minute now. Wow, Christmas.
Yeah.
Christmas.
Nancy and Christmas
wow.
time. Good game we got going.
Yeah, really good game. And I think they got to credit certainly Alvin Jones for making an effort to play, being sick all week, certainly hasn't practiced. And Georgia Tech showed some guts coming back. Looks like they were in trouble in this game.
We've had a couple of rough moments. Here's one where Jones trying to slap it away from Saul Smith, gets him in the eye. And on the other end, Jones bats it off Kamara just moments ago.
Yeah,
Carl Hess with the call.
Good defensive effort right there. Alvin Jones has to really work on his skills offensively inside before he's ready to think about life in the NBA.
Let's see if Collier gets a touch. He's 5 out of 6 from the floor and 4 rebounds.
He's got to go inside. Right now he's got Prince checking him. Look at his size. Don't want to go on the perimeter.
And Floyd almost threw it away. Fine got it to Collier outside. That one rims out and Jones walks with it.
Why did Jason Collier? He's shown us all kinds of versatility, good interior moves on the baseline. He's got Tayshaun Prince guarding him. I mean, he's got to go to the post.
Still tied at 36, 1:45 left in the half. Both teams have cooled down. Kentucky shooting 41% now, and Georgia Tech down at about 46. Here's McGlory back in the lineup against Jones. Jones got a piece of it. And Akins comes out running. There's the feed to the post, but McGlory's in his way, and he still scores.
Now, if he could score inside on one of the best defensive shot blockers in America, in McGlory, think about what he can do when Mr. Prince is guarding.
Georgia Tech by 2. And Alvin Jones picks up the foul.
Alvin Jones has blocked 32 shots this year. McGlory's blocked 24. Now look at Collier. See, he's going to post up right here. Now he wants it. He's strong in the box, and he knows how to finish inside because he's got excellent touch. Hey, congratulations to Florida State winning that national championship. You, by the way, had a great game and did a super job as usual in that Michigan-Alabama Orange Bowl game. But congratulations, Peter Warwick, best player in America.
Boy, he lit it up, didn't he, last night?
Oh, he's something else. And unfortunate for Ron Hale, has the game of his life.
37 points.
Yeah, they come from 18 down, beat Wake Forest on the road, and his name will not get in the paper in Tallahassee.
I bet it's on the back page of this anything. Great game, though.
We recognize it, Ron Hale. You did a phenomenal job.
Prince over Moore. Bovey's trying to tip it in, and Collier pulls down the rebound. Georgia Tech's got Floyd over on the right flank. He's going to pull up and miss the jumper, but he got a good look.
Good rebound by McGlory.
That wasn't a bad shot by Georgia Tech, though it seemed hurried. They had a 3-on-1, and Floyd been hot early. And now Moore comes up with a steal. Akins looks up to see how much time he has and pulls it out. There's only about 2 seconds difference on the shot clock and the game clock.
Well, he won a high percentage shot right here. I would think about Collier being the guy I'd want to touch the basketball. Now, see, they switch. They got McGlory playing Collier.
Fine, gets it to Akins. And Saul Smith knocks it out of bounds. Courtyard by Marriott halftime report. Reese and Jay are coming up. Talk about Martine Cleaves back in action. Preview of the second of our doubleheader. And a lot more coming up in about 15.5 seconds.
That'll be a different team, Michigan State.
Saul Smith picks up the foul on Tony Akins. Still only the 4th team foul.
Yeah, not a bad foul. Had a foul to give.
Right.
You can really try to make the steal, play aggressively.
Do that a couple
You
more
do it
times.
a couple more times if you want. Try to go for the steal. But you watch Cleaves and you watch Pepe Sanchez now that he's getting in the lineup for Temple.
Yep.
Those two clubs will change. It's like putting engines out there.
5 on the shot clock as Akins drives, trying to leave it for Collier, and Collier didn't pick it up. Bogans at the buzzer. And we stay with Georgia Tech in a hostile environment in front. Tayshaun Prince, 10 points, but on the other end, Jason Collier's led Georgia Tech. On the inside, Jason Floyd on the outside. And Georgia Tech with a lead over Tubby Smith's Wildcats, 38-36. Reese and Jay standing by in the studio.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of NCAA basketball is brought to you by DiGiorno Rising Crust Pizza. It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno. And by Courtyard by Marriott, the hotel designed by business travelers.
Freedom Hall in Louisville at halftime. And the Yellow Jackets of Georgia Tech leading the Kentucky Wildcats 38-36. Welcome back, everybody. Brad Nessler and Dick Vitale. A 9-point lead for Kentucky at one point, but they went the last 4 minutes, 20 seconds without any points, and Georgia Tech put it together and has a 2-point cushion here.
Well, you know, early in the game, Tayshaun Prince took over and was really very effective. And then Jason Floyd went on a run. Should take a look early in the game for Kentucky. Tayshaun Prince with the offensive rebound to score. Early, Mr. Floyd was on with that jump shot, kept them alive before they were put away because Kentucky was up big. And we see the block shot by Kamara, and there goes Bogey. We're going to call him Bogey. There's Bogey, Mr. Bogans, the Frosh phenom, knocking down a little jumper. And Jason Kaya, 6 for 8 inside with that left-hand sweet hook, which I know you love.
Yes, indeed, and he led all scorers with 13 as you look at the DiGiorno first half statistics. Georgia Tech 47%. Kentucky was well over 50 and really cooled off. You can see only 2 free throws in the first half. That's just amazing. Georgia Tech didn't make it to the free throw line at all. And let's see if Kentucky can warm up. They went 5 for 25 the last 10 minutes of that first half.
Well, they had Louisville when Louisville went 3 for 27 against them in that game when they blew out Louisville in the second half.
McGlure from about 17, a little too strong, and Fine in the middle for the rebound. We've had 3 ties and 7 lead changes in the game. Georgia Tech right now with a current 2-point lead.
Man-to-man defense by Kentucky. Matchup inside. Collier and McGlure hooking up.
Fine gets it over as Collier backs away from McGlure and drops it in.
That was a nice little move right there. He posted up, and then he stepped out after the post-up move, and he has that ability to hit that 15-footer against McGlure. Oh, look at him battle inside.
This is Georgia Tech's biggest lead, up 4.
It's a game they need, Brad. They need this game for confidence.
Collier may have gotten a piece of that. John Clougherty says still Kentucky ball.
Now look at him right inside. Look at him posted up, trying to post up, and look at the defensive ability. McGlure a little slow stepping out.
Collier with 15 to lead all scorers. Here's Bogans for 3. Rebound still loose. Prince inside. And Jones knocked it away. Officials look at each other. Still Kentucky ball.
I tell you one thing with Bogans. He's got to work a little bit more on getting arc on his shot. And I'm sure Tubby and them will work with him. I was talking at halftime that Kevin Greavy, who played at Kentucky, was a great player. And his eyes lit up when I said to him, how would you like to see that zone? Oh, he would have eaten the zone alive.
Kevin doing national radio for this game.
Working with a great guy, Tony Roberts.
Right?
Great combination.
Prince follows the miss and scores. Prince has 12.
He's really playing hard, playing very aggressive.
Little full court pressure. Now they clear out. Tony Akins will bring it up against Saul Smith.
You know, you look at Georgia Tech, they're 7-4. The reason I say it's a big game, every big game they've come up short. You talked about it earlier. Lost a heartbreaker to Georgia, to Michigan, and also to Stanford.
Stanford game was overtime. Alvin Jones walks with it.
Alvin really struggling offensively, but in fairness to the young man, very sick, has not been able to practice. Here comes the Kentucky crowd, Brad. Here comes the crowd we've learned to know and admire.
Allison thought about a 3. Feeds the post instead to McGlure. They double team him. Bogans was wide open on the backside, and they couldn't get it to him. Nice ball movement by Kentucky. Akins goes down. Saul Smith's going to drive for the tie.
Nice move by Saul Smith. He saw Akins go down. Was a gap. Laid it up on the glass. Got the conversion.
And we're even at 40. Bobby Cremins wants a timeout. He's not happy.
Saul wants the crowd. He's been a cheerleader. There's the big blue. They're in the house of the Cardinals, who tomorrow, this place will be rocking with Utah to run a Utes here.
The Utes were practicing when we came in earlier this afternoon.
And right now, I can guarantee you.
Rick's having a little linguine right now.
I know where he is because I've been invited. He's probably down at Pat's Steakhouse right now, eating big time with Rick Bosich, the columnist from in town. Here's Saul with the drive.
Go down, and that left a one-man clear, and that was Saul Smith.
As Tayshaun Prince now working with a little follow. Nobody blocks out. There's the conversion. Hey, I don't know how Bosich, a columnist in town here, could be out eating with Majerus and not covering the cap.
That's right. We're here doing our job.
Yeah, where's Mark Bradley? I don't see him here from Atlanta. And I know he's a guy that went to Kentucky. I mean, he's a heck of a writer out in Atlanta. I don't see him in the building.
He'll rip somebody in the paper tomorrow on one of these teams.
Well, I hope he doesn't rip me or you.
Probably me now. Tied at 40. 17:45 to go in the game.
A double up.
Akins open. Missed it outside. McGlure with a rebound. Kentucky with a chance to regain the lead this trip. Wide open is Prince.
Nice
Got two
fade.
men in the air. And the foul on Jason Floyd before the drive by Prince.
See, there's an example for you young kids out there, you young elementary school kids and high school kids. Use that ball fake and pump fake, and you'll get free for shots or get fouled.
So Kentucky to inbound. That was the first foul on Jason Floyd. Neither team in any kind of foul trouble. As we said, we only had 2 free throws attempted in the first half. Allison was open. Nobody comes over on him. Now they block the shot as he drives in against Jones. He probably should have taken the shot from where he got it.
Yeah, Jones really a defensive shot changer and shot blocker on the interior. That's a one positive he possesses.
Collier with a hook again. This one's off the mark. Allison will clear the rebound.
Allison's got to start giving him some productivity offensively.
Here he is. He feeds inside. Good feed to Bogans.
I like Bogans at the guard slot because he gives him strength, upper body strength, and gives him a rebounder as well as a guy that can play on a perimeter.
Georgia Tech has seen a 4-point lead evaporate to a 2-point deficit. Alvin Jones inside, shot blocked by McGlure. Fine was trying to get it to Jones and couldn't get it to him.
McGlure says anything you can do, Alvin, blocking shots, I can do better.
Charles Smith trying to jam and didn't get it. Allison calmly from the outside. There's a 3.
He hurt us. He better get a TO, baby. Bobby Cremins get a TO. The Cats are erupting.
Up by 5. Georgia Tech with 2 timeouts within a minute. Neither seem to slow down Kentucky. Charles Smith with a chance of a lifetime. Maybe not a lifetime, but the 6'2 junior trying to jam it. Hit the back of the iron.
That would have been a highlight shot on SportsCenter. He knocked that baby down. He'll be going to bed tonight, and he'll be dreaming about that one.
Instead, that ricochet came all the way out to Desmond Allenson, who hit his first 3-pointer and his first points of the ballgame.
Desmond Allison, big-time athlete out of Florida. Back South Florida coach. Seth Greenberg told me he thought he had him until the last moment Kentucky got involved, then it was over. In fact, today, Rick Majerus was telling Jerry Tipton, a writer from Lexington, he said, I was involved with this kid, Mike Southwell. I thought I really had him. The mother gave me a great meal. Everything was super out in Wisconsin. And all of a sudden, Kentucky got in, and it was over. He forgot about me.
His Tech on the run. Whoa. Look out. McGlure just about took Floyd's head off.
Wow, that's intentional.
Intentional
yes,
foul.
sir, intentional.
I think that's a pretty good call.
Yeah, it was a very good call because he didn't go for the ball, Brad. He went right after him.
Remember, he was mixed up with Alvin Jones earlier in the game and got a pretty good hit on Jason Floyd.
That hit was some of the hits last night, Virginia Tech and Florida State.
Yeah. So 2 shots and the ball for Tech. Jason Floyd will step to the free throw line. He had a good first half with 9 points, and he's had an excellent job from the free throw line. He's shooting 88% this year. He is now 15 of 17 from the stripe.
And a nice stroke right there. Coach Sutton talking to the team on the sideline, one of the fine assistants for Kentucky.
First free throw for Georgia Tech, and now the second. They're both good, and they get the basketball and can make this possibly a 4-point trip down court, maybe more if they hit a 3-pointer.
Seems every game I do involving Kentucky, somewhere in the game there'll be an emotional outburst by Mr. McGlure.
Seems that way, doesn't it? Those 2 free throws stopped a 9-0 run in the last 3 minutes by Kentucky. McGlure's going to sit now. And Tubby Smith didn't have much of an eye contact with his big center as he came by there.
I know he's very frustrated with that kind of action.
Collier outside, feeds Moore, who had a good first half. Here's Vines, got 3 on the baseline, and it is a 4-point trip down court for Georgia Tech.
Nice inside-outside action, and T.J. Vines comes off the bench and gives him a little spark.
45-44 Kentucky. Bogan flying in. Here's Stone on the follow. Got it.
Marvin Stone from out of Alabama with the offensive rebound.
Foul on Clarence Moore. And a chance for a 3-point play for Kentucky this trip down court.
Well, Kentucky opens up in the SEC against Vanderbilt on Saturday. As you watch right here, the offensive rebound by Stone. And the reason I mentioned SEC and Mr. Stone, they're going to need his body for some positive minutes when they go to Auburn, because Auburn just now got Mr. Hamilton back from an injury to give him some productive basketball off the bench. David Hamilton, big, strong power guy.
And Stone is from Huntsville and chose Kentucky over Auburn, so he'll get booed a little bit down there next week. Tony Akins had an open shot, didn't take it, and then walked with it. He has not had a good basketball game at all.
Well, he's got to eliminate a lot of those little mistakes. You've got to be able to get good shots with each possession.
15:48 to go in the ball game. The Wildcats back in front by 3.
Starts Wednesday, January 12th.
Kentucky by 3, just under 16 to play. A reminder, Saturday on ESPN at 11 a.m. Don't miss NFL Countdown. Stuart Scott, Sterling Sharp, Jim Kelly, and Chris Mortensen will be with you. And then get a recap of all the day's NFL action on NFL Primetime, 7:30 Eastern Time. Stuart and Tom Jackson report all the scores and highlights. And then NFL action on ABC Saturday. Starting at 12:30, it's the AFC wildcard game. The Buffalo Bills take on a team playing as well as anybody right now, the Tennessee Titans. And at 4, Detroit and Washington. The Lions and the Redskins. Detroit's never won in Washington. Those are your doubleheaders. AFC wildcard Saturday on ABC.
Hey, what happened? Doug Flutie and that Magic put on the bench after all year. I can't believe that. I'm going to go work with Berman in the studio and talk football.
Rob Johnson will start that game. There's the rebounding story so far tonight. There's been 14 second chance points for Kentucky to only 4 for Georgia Tech.
I'm going to tell you early, when you put this in a bank, I'm telling you as a buddy early, Tampa Bay Bucks and the Indianapolis Colts in Atlanta on the 30th.
I'll save you a spot, Nittla. You can stay at my house if you want.
Right.
Here's Bogans outside, and he buries a 3.
He's Bogans with a big 3. That diaper dandy's getting better and better with more playing time.
14 for Bogans, and now full court pressure as Kentucky's up by 6. This is a dangerous spot for Georgia Tech right now as their offense has gone a little bit south. And Kentucky's picking up the heat.
Using that trapping all over the court. You got to swing the ball to the open wing.
Akins feeds to Collier, who's doubled and fouled.
Good double up, Joe. I would go after him every time he touched the basketball inside with 2 people.
Saul Smith picks up his 2nd foul.
I would make Jason Collier give the ball up. Remember, he's an all Marco Polo. Played at Indiana for the General Robert Montgomery Knights. Indiana's been a real surprise this year.
They played great.
Big team basketball playing. They open up in the Big Ten tonight against Wisconsin at home.
There's a lot of SEC action around the conference tonight.
Yeah, Florida Gators down at Vanderbilt.
Right. Here's Collier outside. Got the 3.
I tell you, Jason has some touch for a big player.
18 for Collier. And he puts Tech right back to within 3.
He's Mr. Basketball in Ohio before he selected Indiana. There's the zone, 2-3. Good for reversal. Got to make that.
Allison's wide open. Bogans on the backside may have gotten away with a push to get that rebound, and then he gets pushed. And a foul inside against Georgia Tech.
I like his tenacity, Brad. I think he's going to be one heck of a player. Look at Bobby Cremins. 9 years in a row took him to the NCAA tournament. When he took over that program, they were 0-14 in the ACC. Now here's Bogan showing a dimension that he has, the rebounding ability for a guard. Went to the Final Four. Bobby Cremins in 1990. 23 players. He missed the free throw. Signed with NBA teams. Went to NBA camps. And you know what's amazing? In 96, they win the ACC regular season championship with Stephon Marbury. And if he doesn't go to the NBA, that's all idle talk talking about the fact that he'd be in trouble for his job.
That's right. Bogans missed both free throws. About the only thing he's done wrong tonight. But Prince is there. The putback, and now Allison loses it out of bounds.
Kentucky a lot quicker when they go to that small lineup. Very versatile with guys like Allison and Prince and Bogans.
Kentucky was 2nd in the conference in free throw shooting, but tonight only 1 for 4. Finds in some trouble, gets away, and now Tech should have a 2-man advantage here in the front court. They can find an open man. Jones kicks back out to Vines for 3. And lost out of bounds by Elvin Jones.
Can't get any offense at all out of Jones on the interior. Nope. He's got to contribute at least 9-10 points a night on a regular basis inside.
Averaging 12.5 and 12.5. There's John Babel, who's going to be out about a week with a pulled muscle on the side of his thigh. It's kind of a strange one. Almost in the hip area. Here's a blocked shot by Jones.
That he does well, Brad. That's a special area he has. Excellent timing.
His 34th block shot of the year.
Tremendous shot blocker, a human eraser. Those guys really provide such an extra lift for a club. Talked to Rick Barnes today about Chris Min, and he said loves having him because of his shot blocking ability.
Boy, has that kid come a long way in the last couple of years.
His stock has gone up and up. Another kid, an example of staying in school like Kenyon Martin did.
Nice entry pass to Jones. See if he can do something with it. Nope. Tayshaun Prince. Strong rebound by Prince.
I'll tell you, look at his body. You don't believe he's as strong as
exactly.
He's wiry, but he's a very aggressive kid. He gives you that passive way. That's just his personality.
Still would rather set up on a wing and wait for a pass to get a shot, but he's played defense much, much better this year.
See, Bogut should go inside and post up on Fine. This kid's got an air of cockiness, which I like about him. He believes
to take T.J. Vines to the hoop. Missed the shot. Collier had the rebound and now does scoop it up. Now you're doing a nice job on the boards to go along with his 18 points.
Yeah, the one rap on him has been that he's been very soft as a player.
He's battling down low right now. Gets it against Prince. There's that left-hand hook, a little too strong. Jones keeps it alive and got it to drop. He was 0 for 3 until that shot, and now he's got a chance to make it a three-point play.
That was a good effort right there by the big guy. Alvin inside, working the offensive glass. Now look at right now. See, Collier knows he's got Prince, so he goes inside. That's good basketball savvy. And there's Alvin Jones with a little reverse on the offensive rebound.
Saul Smith, his third foul, and Jones dramatically improved at the free throw line this year. Saul 6 with that third.
Yeah,
Jones has gone from, right. He's 15% better from the free throw line this year than he was a season ago.
That's his first deuce of the night.
And he makes it a tray. Got a three-point play the old-fashioned way. We're tied at 50.
I think Mark Price on that staff's got to be a big, big plus.
Talked to him about the free throw shooting. He said, we've really stressed it more. I said, do you ever shoot against those guys at practice? He goes, he kind of smiled, that Mark Price smiled and said, no, I didn't want to ruin it for him. I said, yeah, that would be a little demoralizing, shoot free throws against you.
Only the best.
Best there ever has been in the NBA, over 90% of his NBA career. Here's Marvin Stone over Jones.
Marvin was hesitating there. He thought Jones was coming over, and he had a wide open layup.
Kentucky had a drought of almost 4 minutes. Stone just snapped that and gives him a 2-point lead again.
You know, you mentioned Price. What a great story he is. Nobody thought he could play in the NBA, but he never stopped believing.
Had his jersey retired not only from Georgia Tech, but from the Cleveland Cavaliers as well. Nice job to feed the post, but Moore with an air ball.
Moore's got to work on his offensive skills, a little better footwork in the post.
Harry tried to steal the pass.
Nice
feed by Prince to McGlory.
Nice look by Prince. Good two-man game. That's all vintage Kentucky basketball.
So a couple quick baskets, and Kentucky's back to a 4-point advantage. We're under 12 minutes. Brad Nessler and Dick Vitale at Freedom Hall in Louisville. Jason Floyd. I think Prince got a piece of that. Had to have.
I believe he did good.
And Blevins just threw it away unless Fine chases it down against Allison, trying to lay it in, and does. Nice job by Sean Fine.
Yeah, Sean Fine using his body really well. Good angle right there. As Bobby Cremins, a former Gamecock, South Carolina, played for the great Frank McGuire.
Prince, 3. Missed it, but got it back. And now Floyd trying to swipe it from him. Here's Prince on the drive, and a little flying running jumper.
He's got that little baseline jump shot. Baseline beauty, Tayshaun Prince. You can see that he's getting an air of confidence with every game.
Jason Floyd, who was hot early for Georgia Tech. Here's Fine going to try the outside jumper. T.J. Vine's going up trying to pull off the rebound, and he may have pulled it off. Went up under McGlory.
He had a foul on McGlory.
And it's a foul on McGlory. Good job by the littlest guy on the court.
Good ball by John Clockerty.
That's 3 on McGlory as well. They'll talk about that during the timeout. 10:50 to play. Kentucky by 4.
It makes a perfect holiday gift.
Reese Davis with you in the studio. Matt Doherty christened his entire season with an upset. Why not the Big East season 2? Notre Dame against UConn. David Graves draining a triple. And the Irish up by a bucket at the break, guys.
Wow.
That's what we had at halftime here, Reese. The Georgia Tech by a bucket over Kentucky, but the Wildcats now lead by 4 with just under 11 minutes. Don't forget, we've got an ACC battle coming up in our nightcap. Coming up next, it'll be the Duke Blue Devils, Shane Battier and company against the Cavaliers of Virginia. Dan and Dan standing by. Shulman and Bonner. ESPN.com, part of the Go Network, go.com. That's right, Sports Center at 11. That follows Duke and Virginia. I don't know why we just didn't show that. I wouldn't have had to read all of that.
That's right. You wouldn't have to work so hard.
Jones battles for a rebound.
You've been working overtime this week with the football.
Fine missed his second shot from the same spot. Jason Floyd, the third time's the charm for Georgia Tech.
Jason Floyd with that good offensive rebound. Nobody blocked out for Kentucky. They got 3 opportunities.
Now Blevins playing the point.
There's that zone defense by Georgia Tech.
All the big guys in the lineup for Kentucky. Stone, McGlure, and Kamara.
They're going to try to get Blevins a shot. He can shoot the basketball.
Akins is guarding Kamara, was momentarily in that zone.
Trying to overload against the zone. Trying to get 3 against 2. There's the zigzag pass.
Allison now feeds a post. McGlure goes up, and he's fouled by Jones.
Perfect zigzag pass, making that pass to the wing.
That's 3 on Jones, so both big guys have 3 fouls, McGlure and Alvin Jones. And Jamal McGlure will go to the free throw line.
I say, Tayshaun Prince with his first career double-double. Also has 10 rebounds, a career high. Wow.
And McGlure is another guy that's improved from the free throw line. Up from 58% last year to 66% coming into this game. But he's hit 26 of his last 31 from the stripe.
Yeah, he looks pretty good on the free throw line now. A lot more confidence on that line. Came out of Canada with a big-time reputation in high school.
There's Tayshaun Prince getting a breather at the midway point of the second half. Kentucky leading Georgia Tech by 4.
You know, McGlure's always had success against Georgia Tech. He's averaged 13 a game and 5 rebounds a game, and that is limited playing time because they have somebody on the play. 2-2-1 press. They changed the look of their press.
Georgia Tech gets it across the timeline to Floyd. Georgia Tech with its starting lineup in there right now. They shuffled it quite a bit over the course of the night. Akins got 3 for 3. That's a good one.
Yeah, wide open. Good execution against that defense of Kentucky, and Akins takes advantage of him on the top of the circle.
Only 2 field goals by Tony Akins. They're both 3-pointers. That last one cuts the lead to 1.
Shooting 42% on the year from 3.
Allison gets it down on the baseline. Here's Stone trying to spin against Jones. Jones blocked the shot. Klein comes out of there with it.
Alvin Jones got great timing on the inside.
Akins for the Georgia Tech lead. Air ball, and Kamara fields it on the backside.
Not even close. Kentucky not getting any easy baskets. Everything they're getting is 5 against 5. Not beating Georgia Tech down the floor.
This might be the best Georgia Tech's played all year, and they're still trailing by 1.
I thought they played really well in that second half against Stanford.
Yes,
when you and I had them.
Yeah.
You got to remember, Stanford is #1 in America.
Absolutely. And losing to Kansas in the Great Alaska Shootout Finals, no slouch either.
Well, you know, preseason they lose to Kansas, Stanford, Georgia, Michigan. I mean, those are all big-time losses. But the bottom line is you got to win some of those when you got an experienced team.
And that's what they're thinking right now. If they could pick off a 24th ranked Kentucky before the ACC season starts. Georgia Tech's got Virginia this week on the road. Duke next week on the road. Their first 2 ACC games. Prince for 3.
Tayshaun having a big night. TP, Tayshaun Prince lighting it up. Nothing but nylon.
17 for the Prince. 8.5 to play, and it's a catch by 4 again.
SEC against the ACC. 2 of the real prime conferences in college hoops.
And a whistle and a foul inside. And it's going to be on McGlure, and that's 4. And he's talking to Jones again.
Yeah, he's got to just play, Brad. It's unbelievable how he gets involved in all these little skirmishes. He's too valuable to this team.
I got to give Alvin Jones credit for just turning the other cheek.
He's too valuable to this team. They need him on the floor.
He's coming off career-high 21-point outing against Missouri, and he sits down now with 4 fouls, 8 points on the night, 10 points rather on the night.
13 rebounds he had in that game against Quinn Snyder. Hey, Quinn Snyder got beat last night at home by Winthrop.
Ooh.
By Winthrop. Hey, what about Wright State beating Michigan State? The wacky world of college basketball, nothing like it.
Georgia Tech blew an opportunity to get the game back to 2. Kamara wide open baseline. Got it.
That's that overload against the zone. He got that baseline jump shot available against it.
Kamara with 8. The lead swells back to 6.
Kamara's done a nice job off the bench.
Georgia Tech in desperate need of a basket.
Get his possession is big for Georgia Tech, Brad. Here's a big possession.
Crowd on its feet now. Floyd will try to quiet him. Rimmed out a 3. Stone the rebound.
Stone, good inside presence.
Prince going to feed it on the line.
Oh, hello, get it to you, Bobby. Get it to you, Bobby C.
Timeout, Georgia Tech trying to get it called with 7:29 to play. The Cats have run and jumped their way to a 65-57 lead.
I'll tell you, today when I was at my book signing down at the Holly Cook Booksellers, all the people were saying, if you think it's going to be rowdy tonight, wait until the Cardinals tomorrow. You wouldn't believe the number of fans that were there talking about Louisville and their improvement.
Watch Prince's speed on the lob underneath to Kamara with a reverse jam.
Nice pass by Mr. Prince. I mean, he laid that right there for him, and it was Jam City.
Well, Kentucky's gone on a run here. Georgia Tech had a lead. Kentucky now out to 65-57. This is danger zone time for Georgia Tech.
Yeah, very dangerous. Good timeout right there as well. And finally, Kentucky got something done in transition, something they haven't been able to do early. They were keeping away from running with the basketball.
Georgia Tech had a chance with a baseline pass, an inbound play to cut it to 2. They threw the ball away. Kentucky came down, converted, then came down and hit that shot you just saw on the replay, and all of a sudden it's 65-57.
And also Aiken's air ball from out of the baseline didn't help.
That would have been for the lead for Georgia Tech. Now they've got to try to keep their composure against a fired-up crowd. Everybody in here wearing blue. There's not much gold in the stands, I'll tell you that much.
There's certain possessions of a game that become big. This is a big possession right now. You got to stop the momentum of Kentucky.
They feed Jason Collier back out to Fine. There's a big 3, but it's partially blocked by Prince. And now a foul call on Georgia Tech.
And we got a camera in our way. We can't see it.
That was on Jones, and he's got 4. 7:05 to play. The big guy's in foul trouble, and so is Georgia Tech. Kentucky's biggest lead of the second half, up by 8 with 7:05 to play in the ballgame.
We're going to take a look at Mr. Prince with a little package right here. The artist at work. Here he is with the little assist, the great dish. He dishes the rock to the interior. And then he shows that baseline floating J. Tayshaun Prince. And then he shows the great lead to Mr. Kamara. 17 points, 10 rebounds, a double-double.
And here's the game summary so far. Kentucky only 40%, but their offensive rebounding has really helped the cause in those second chance points and points in the paint.
Hey, what do you think of these numbers? 25, 15, and 10 block shots. A triple-double. By the name, he played at Florida State. A Christmas present for the people at Providence. Kareem Shabazz, a 7-foot transfer. Yes. 25, 15, and 10. Wow.
Another one of your all Marco Polo guys.
Oh, yeah.
Brad Nessler and Dick Vitale at Freedom Hall in Louisville. And Kentucky now in command. They've got the ball. They've scored 7 straight in the last couple of minutes. And they lead by 8 over a Georgia Tech team that had a lead in this half.
Trying to get some good spacing. I think Kamara and Stone have been a big plus for Kentucky off the bench.
Good point. Kamara, nice pick there for Sal Smith. Taking their time. We're under 6:40. 7 on the shot clock. Prince way out court against Aiken. Now trying to take him to the hole from the free throw line. Jones up high for the rebound.
Not really a good shot. He forced that. Good defensive play by Aikens to stay in front of the bigger player.
And a whistle. And I think the 35-second clock did not start on the change of possession, I believe, as John Clockerty goes over to the scorer's table, trying to get that reset.
John Clockerty thought of as one of the premier officials. Had the good fortune to have him in my house for 3 days. Freddie Barrett and his beautiful wife, Florence. What a golfer Freddie is.
I know Freddie tore your Corso.
Oh, wow. 74 and 75 can flat out play. But
Fred, you got way too much time on your hands.
I tell you, he spoke very highly of Mr. Clockerty.
Now they've got it down. 10 seconds used off that 35-second clock. So 25 remaining for Tech. 6:24 remaining in the game and crucial for Georgia Tech to find some offense. Collier wants it. Now Fine's going to take a three. Got it.
That was a big trifecta by Mr. Fine. Came out of Stonehill College, decided to play at a bigger level, was offered a scholarship.
Played on the same AAU team as John Babel, his college team, and that's kind of how they found the kid.
Yeah, right. There's a lot of guys playing on a smaller level that can play at a bigger level. As you look at Babel, there are a lot of guys. You look at Wright State. How many think of those kids were recruited by Michigan State, yet they beat them? How many kids at Winthrop were recruited by the Missouri people? A lot of kids can play this game.
6 minutes left in this one. Kentucky by 5. And trying to feed Kamara. And nobody touched it except Kamara out of bounds. Kentucky's had very few turnovers. That's only the 3rd turnover of the second half.
Wow. Not a good possession here by Tubby Smith's kids. Poking pressure.
Ryan Aikens bring it up. Georgia Tech trails by 5. 5:45 remaining in the ball game. Collier, a pass. Out to Aikens. Thought about a 3, but Bogan's got there to cut him off at the pass.
They've been involved in a lot of tight games, Georgia Tech. They just got to be able to finally get to the winner's circle at one.
5 on the shot clock. Aikens has got to do something with it.
Yeah, he lost sight of the shot clock.
Well, that was a terrible mistake by the Georgia Tech point guard. You can't lose track of the fact that they've only got 10 seconds left on the shot clock.
Especially when you're the extension of the coach. You got to be able to understand time and score. That's your job.
Georgia Tech loses a valuable chance to cut that 5-point lead in.
He's got to know better. He's had a lot of minutes as a player, Tony Aikens. Can't make those kind of mistakes and expect to win on the road against somebody like Kentucky.
Bogan got a step on Aikens. Kicks it back out to Kamara. And a foul on Collier.
Here's Kamara trying to create contact, and he gets away with it as he takes the ball in the lane. Bobby Cremins thought there was a walking violation.
First foul on Jason Collier.
Kentucky playing out here in Louisville as opposed to playing in Rupp. There's the head fake. We got a chance before the game. Brad and I talking to Rick Majerus. He was working out his players, and he came over and said, I want to play Kentucky. I want to play them home and away, though. They got to be able to come back to Utah.
That's right.
He says they want to play home and home. They want to play a Louisville and a Rupp.
Kentucky lost a guy with Utah connections this year as Nate Knight decided to transfer.
Lost
Sandy, Utah.
Lost his interest in basketball. His brother, as we all know, is Travis Knight in the NBA. Played for Connecticut.
Kentucky only 3 of 8 from the free throw line.
That's 37%.
Man, you got that math down.
Normally that doesn't get it done. I really worked on that math.
You were a math teacher, were you?
Yeah. I used to self-contained 6th grade teach all classes.
6-point lead.
Zone defense right now by Kentucky.
Sean Fine and Jason Floyd, Georgia Tech's 2 best shooters probably on the floor. Aikens not bad either from 3-point range. He's only hit 3 field goals. They're all 3s. And that was a huge one.
He's made some. Oh, nice fake right there.
Kamara airborne.
Oh, what a great play. One-on-one move by Mr. Kamara, hanging in the air. What agility and mobility for the big guy going to the rack with it.
13 for Kamara off the bench.
He looked like the bomb right there.
Aikens another triple. Floyd trying to keep it alive and can't get to it.
Shot selection and decision-making by Georgia Tech really, I believe, is one of its Achilles heels in the few times that I've seen them on TV in the 2 games we've done. I mean, they're playing everybody tough as can be. They just can't get over the hump, and I think the reason they don't get over the hump is the understanding of what a good shot is.
And Tony Aikens picks up a cheap touch foul.
Whenever you look at the great basketball teams over the years, Brad, they have a tremendous understanding as who is supposed to shoot, where to shoot the ball from, and take advantage of strengths.
Yep.
This kid knew that. I'll tell you, when he played in that club, when they had what a team that was. Dalrymple and Joseph and Sally.
Yep.
Mr. Farrell.
Added Dwayne Farrell and Tom Hammonds and guys like that over the years as the all-time leader in free throw percentage.
and has told you young kids what a great story. Anything you can attack in life, attack it with a passion and love for wanting to do it, and you'll be shocked what you can achieve.
Charles Smith's pretty good free throw shooter, too. In fact, he's 21 of 24 on the year as he hits that one.
He better make him, though. He's got to face the coach at home tonight. Yep. These other guys don't have to see the coach. He's got to see the coach all night long.
Charles Smith trying to put Kentucky up by 7.
And if it's not the coach, he's got to see his mom. And his mom is, she's a coach as well, man. She loves the game.
Smith with 4. Donna's looking on. Kentucky, her team leading by 7.
With 10-10, 3-2-1.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of NCAA basketball is brought to you by Toyota, making it happen every day.
Cats fans have reason to cheer. Their team up 7 with just under 4 minutes remaining in the ball game. College basketball continues here on ESPN. Big Monday presented by Bud Light. Starting at 7 next week, Georgetown and St. John's. Then number 16, Texas, and number 2, UConn. Dick will be there for that one. Then at midnight, the aforementioned Rick Majerus club, Utah, takes on San Diego State. That's a triple header coming up on Big Monday presented by Bud Light.
I can't wait to go over for that Connecticut game with Texas to see Chris Mim and company. And today, Rick Barnes was really singing the praises of his big kid. And he's got that program in high gear down there as they invade Hartford. And then I come down to join you at the Auburn. Can't wait to see the Cliff Dwellers as Auburn and Kentucky hook up.
And UConn was down to Notre Dame at halftime. Reese and Jay will have an update on that one as we go along. And then don't forget, we've got Duke and Virginia, our nightcap, following this one.
I'll tell you, Duke's gotten better and better because of Carlos Boozer's unbelievable performances on the interior, giving them some low post play.
Georgia Tech trailing by 7. Collier's only had 5 second-half points. They shut him down. He feeds it to T.J. Vines, who's in some tall territory and somehow got that shot off.
I'll tell you, he's a good passer for a big player, too, Jason Collier. Collier's certainly going to be a first-round NBA selection. I don't think there's any doubt whatsoever about that.
Charles Smith being escorted over to the Kentucky bench. Apparently some blood on him maybe, or a contact problem. I don't know. Carl Hess is leading him over there.
Let's look at Donna. Well, the Gigi played at Georgia. She really went through a lot of pain in those games.
Looks to be an eye situation. Maybe a contact lens that's stuck in a place it shouldn't be. We'll see if he can come back out there. Meanwhile, Blevins will take his place on the Kentucky lineup.
He's got ball reversal, motion game, swing it side to side.
Kentucky utilizing a little clock, too. McGlure on the hook. Didn't get it. Kamara did.
I tell you, Jules Kamara is going to be the star of stars in this game off the bench. Nothing like getting some help from that bench. A Rolaids special. Gives you a little relief, helps you out.
Makes you feel better.
Hey, we're doing a commercial with Rolaids. We're not even getting paid for it.
Collier for 3. He got it.
Oh, the big fella, JC, knocking it down.
21 for Collier. And Georgia Tech still in the hunt, 72-68.
A three-point shot just changes the complexion immediately. They want Sal Smith on the floor because he can also make free throws, as you said earlier.
Kamara has tied his career high in this ballgame. McGlure backs in. Alvin Jones rips off the rebound on the miss. Georgia Tech can make it a 2-point game.
Now you got to play a 2-man game off Collier.
Akins didn't get it. Collier battling with McGlure. He lost the battle and picked up the foul.
Now McGlure's got to go convert on the other end, and something he's been doing well lately as you look at the former Gamecock, Bobby Clemens. He was an outstanding guard out of New York City. Part of that subway connection down there from New York for Frank McGuire.
Akins, this is the second time he's taken a kind of a questionable shot when Tech had an opportunity to make this a 2-point game. I guess he had the alley in the drive, but he didn't convert, and now it goes the other way.
Got to finish it off. Just now it's a 4-point turnaround. 2 you lose and 2 they get on the other end if he converts.
McGlure has hit 27 of his last 32 free throws.
It's nice arc, nice rotation.
Ripping him.
Nice rotation, nice arc on that shot. went to the NBA camp last year and realized that he wasn't ready for the NBA. And you look at guys whose stock have grown by coming back to school, guys like Martin and Mim, we talked about Terrence Mars.
11 points now for McGlure. And the lead goes back to 6.
Full court pressure.
DJ Vines needs a little help. Got it to Collier. Aikens across the timeline.
There are 3 guards right now with Vines, Fine, and Aikens on the floor. This has been Kentucky's strength all year long. Defense, defense.
Here's Fine trying to get a pick from Jones.
Trying to win their 5th in a row after being 4 and 4.
9 on the shot clock. Aikens against Smith. Gets a pick from Collier. Gonna have to launch one pretty soon. Georgia Tech, will they get a shot off? Aikens got it at the buzzer.
I tell you, he had a big one down there against Stanford to send it at the OT. You and I did that game.
3-point game. The shot clock literally dissipated as that thing hit the net.
I mean, they ran that to perfection, and he completed the play.
74-71.
Managing the ball and managing the clock right now.
1:15 to play.
1-4. They go to a 1-4, stacked inside.
McGlure feeds a wide-open Prince. He missed a jam, but it's a foul on Jones.
Great look by Jamal McGlure to the offside, and Tayshaun Prince misses that baseline jam. It could be bye-bye for Mr. Jones.
That's the 2nd straight game he's fouled out of.
And there's no need for him to be clapping McGlure, coming down, clapping near him. I mean, that sportsmanship's not needed. That's unsportsmanlike. You don't need that stuff. Just play basketball.
He leaves with 1:06 remaining, and he fouled out of the Lafayette game as well. Tonight he only has 3 points as he leaves.
Gonna watch the pass, and there's the contact from the offside.
Jones' contention was that he missed Prince altogether, and Prince has
used his free
arm on the arm.
Yeah, he used his free arm. You say he used his free arm.
He might have a good point, actually. I didn't see the foul, to be honest with you.
He might have a good point, but I'll tell you this, it doesn't matter what his point is, because he's going to the sideline.
His point is what he's sitting on right now, right on the point of his rear end over there. He's fouled out with 1:06 left.
But you know, one thing we got to certainly credit the kid. We were told by Allison he didn't practice all week long. The young lady does a fine job in the SID office.
And Prince continues to add to his first career double-double. 18 points for Prince. Kamara is going to get a huge ovation as he goes out. 15 points.
Yes, sir. He had a big game. Got to learn some PT, some playing time, and some confidence. And he'll need it against Vanderbilt on Saturday when Dan Lange comes in.
Prince left the door ajar a little bit. It's still a 2-possession situation, though, as Georgia Tech trails by 4, and we are under a minute.
Yeah, making one was big to keep it, as you said, Brad. The 2 possessions. You don't need the 3 now. Just get the high percentage shot.
Cross court to 5. Collier wants it down low against McGlure. They can't get it to him. Now they kick it out to him. Vines. A foul on the dribble.
It really hurts when you can't get your number 1 option shots late in the game. I mean, when is the last time Collier took a high percentage shot here late in the game?
That's right.
They got to be able to find a way to get the shots to the people that can make shots.
That foul was on Allison, but Georgia Tech still not at the free throw line. They're going to have to hurry to get this in. And Vines rattles it off Allison because he couldn't get the pass inbound. Allison didn't like it, but a fairly smart move by T.J. Vines to avoid using a timeout. 35 on the shot clock, about a 7-second difference. That doesn't matter right now. Georgia Tech needs points in a hurry. Aikens trying to get him for him. Doesn't. Rebound Bogans.
Big rebound by Bogans. Got to get the ball away from the trap.
And they foul Tayshaun Prince.
Now it's just a matter of making free throws, Brad. Making free throws, and they can win their 5th in a row. Getting ready for SEC action at Rupp for Vanderbilt.
Free throws have not been their strong suit tonight. But Tayshaun Prince, he hit one of his last 2, is set to go to the stripe again.
Alvin Jones, a little dejected on that sideline. Tried to play with the flu here tonight. Ineffective offensively. Gained some presence defensively.
So Prince, who came in shooting 72%, 10th in the SEC from the free throw line, misses another one. He's missed back-to-back free throws. Still a 2-possession game, regardless of what he does here. And here's what he's done tonight. He's had a heck of a good game, though.
Yeah, they're going to be right in the hunt in the SEC. I know everybody's talking Auburn, and they should. I like Auburn, and I like Florida. But I'll tell you one thing. Kentucky gets on a roll and gets, especially at home at Rupp, they're going to be very tough to beat there.
Timeout Kentucky with 31.7 remaining. And Georgia Tech now is going to have to think 3 on this trip down court.
Yeah, down 5 right now. They're in big-time trouble. 2 possessions away. They can either hit a 3 or get a quick deuce and then try to steal and hope they miss free throws, because that's what it gets to now is the free throw line.
Don't forget, coming up after our game, an ACC matchup for you. The 7th-ranked Duke Blue Devils, as Dick said, getting better and better every game out. Take on the Cavaliers of Virginia. That's coming up next. ESPN.com, part of the Go Network. Well, the Wildcats of Kentucky looking to go to 9-4. And they look like they're on their way to it right now. This is going to be another disheartening loss for Georgia Tech.
Yeah, you know, that's what it's been, a story of that. You talked about Georgia at the buzzer, controversial play. Michigan down the stretch. Lose to Stanford in overtime. Get beaten by Kansas. They haven't been able to win a big game during the preseason. They give them that kind of confidence. They're hanging right on a thread. They could be very dangerous, though, in the ACC.
They're going to have to launch a shot pretty soon. Akins and Fine both looking for a 3-pointer. Akins misses it. Fine trying to shag it down and can't get there. And it's Kentucky ball.
I really think it hurts big time, Brad. I know it's so much easier sitting where you and I are that a guy like a Jason Collier doesn't get touches late in the game. He's got to want the ball as well, though, and get free. Great players get free for shots.
Well, Floyd has carried, Collier others carried the majority of the load tonight. 21 points for Georgia Tech.
If I lose, I want to lose with my best guy going. I want to lose with my best guy taking a big shot.
8 rebounds also for Collier, but now it's Allison who can kind of put this thing over the top. And he rips the first one.
See, I think if I'm a Kentucky fan, I'm excited to see the productivity out of Kamara and seeing Stone getting a little positive inside, because that's a big plus for them. They have not been able to get that kind of production from those 2 guys like they got here tonight.
That second free throw probably caps this one.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Georgia Tech now trying to launch a 3. TJ Vines does, and it's short. Floyd trying to follow. Kentucky's
it's over.
Going to win it.
It's over, baby.
Bogan's
it's over. Yes, he deserved it. He deserved it. He was the star tonight, TP. Tayshaun Prince, and he finishes it with style.
His first career double-double, a classic one. 21 points for Prince, including a jam at the buzzer. And Kentucky wins it 80-71 as they have won their 5th straight game. And look out for number 24 Kentucky now. There is some, I think they're going to reset 4 seconds back on the clock. It'll only change the score if Georgia Tech hits a shot.
Tubby doing a little.
Tubby's doing a little cleanup, picking up some ice or something.
Yeah, he's hugging the official, saying he did a great job, did a super game, get him ready for the next game.
Well, Georgia Tech played very well, but they've come up short against a Kentucky team that is getting, like Duke, better every time out. Final score, Tubby Smith, Kentucky Wildcats over Bobby Cremins Yellow Jackets, 80-71. Jason Collier led Tech in scoring, but it was too much Tayshaun Prince tonight and too much Jules Kamara off the bench. Final, Kentucky 80, Georgia Tech 71. Kentucky goes to 9-4. The Yellow Jackets fall to 7-5, and now it's conference season time for these 2 clubs who will head to their SEC and ACC respective foes this weekend. Well, the final shot kind of wraps up tonight. Bogans on the lob, Prince on the jam, and that's how Kentucky ran it away. They trail by 2 at halftime, but they come back to win it. 80-71 is the final. Don't forget, Duke and Virginia are coming up, but before that, we're heading to the studio. Reese and Jay, guys.